Hello everyone, we're Bill and Dawn Ball from Sarasota, Florida, and today's video topic is tools and follow-up.
I love this topic. It's one of my
too.
favorites. Dawn and I train on this all the time on stage. I love tools because they do all the work. It's no different than when I was in construction and I had a jackhammer for tearing out sidewalks, or I had a backhoe for digging big holes, or I had a hammer if I wanted to put a nail in the wall. You know, you can use one of these tools effectively. These are designed so that they can work in depth in your business. They can work when a dud meets a stud. You know, when somebody that doesn't know what they're doing can give a tool and get positive results from it, guys, that's when you're going to have action in your business. Now these tools they're very effective if they're used properly. And Dawn and I just want to talk to you a little bit about, you know, how to use them. If you go to your success guide, and this is your success manual, really. It comes in every Javita Join kit as a brand new member. You can also print it out online at javita.com, get started. Page 14, and this is my printed version for today. Page 14 actually talks about sharing tools and putting tools to work. So, you know, let's start with the sizzle video. That's one of the tools that we have at our disposal. So, how do I use the sizzle video? Well, if I'm walking through the mall, let's say, and I come across somebody I haven't seen in a while,
Like me.
like Dawn, hey, and Dawn, you know, inevitably the conversation's going to end up, so what have you been up to?
What have you been doing?
You're never going to believe it. And I take my phone, okay, and I have the Sizzle Video app ready to go, and I go, you're never going to believe it. Have you heard about the new weight loss coffee that's out? It's amazing. Hold on, watch this.
Millions of people start their day with a cup of coffee, tea, or juice.
Wow. See, the mistake that most people make is they say weight loss coffee, and the people say, oh my gosh, what? Weight loss coffee? And then they go for 10, 15, 20 minutes explaining everything that's in it, how it works, what it does, how you can make money with the business. And it's just too much information, and it's just so confusing. But if you plant that seed weight loss coffee and you use a tool, the best tool, not only the video, but also a brochure. These are my favorite. I have these in my beach bag, in my car.
Yeah.
I have them in every purse that I have.
This is what happened the other day at the restaurant.
Yeah,
you were able to pull one out.
At a graduation.
Yeah.
We didn't know anybody, and somebody said, what do you guys do? And we said, we have a weight loss coffee company. Bill changed the subject, and the guy went back a minute later and said, tell me more about this weight loss coffee. So right out of my purse, I pull out a brochure, and the people sitting next to him, they heard us say weight loss coffee, and I gave them a brochure too, and this really has all the information. If you give a brochure, all you do is exchange phone numbers. You want to, if you're going to give something, you have to get their phone number, because you do want to follow up. That's really important.
You know, if you look on the back of here as well, Dawn and I have a sticker we made from our computer, and it just has our phone number, our website, and my YouTube channel I put on there now too, so people can go there and get some additional testimonials. But
and if you don't have that ability to print, guys, you can just take a Sharpie marker, just write your website, your phone number, your email, however you want people to communicate with you. You can just put it on the back. You don't even have to be fancy.
Yeah, you don't have to be fancy.
That's what I love about this.
Yeah, I'll never forget the first time I picked up a power tool to really start to build something. I had a guy named Mr. Kempf that I knew back in New Jersey. He was a great guy, and he, you know, one day I'm out working with him, and he saw me struggling trying to cut this pipe. He was a plumber. And I had this saw, and I'm pushing, he stops me, he goes, Bill, stop. I said, what? He says, let the tool work for you. It's no different.
Right, the same thing here.
In this industry. Now, if I'm at the mall and I run across Dawn, I could have spent the next 15 minutes giving her a whole rundown on all the herbs. I push play and I let the video do all the work.
That's right.
I let the tool do the work. Why would you want to do the heavy lifting if you have a tool? Now, we've got so many other tools. You know, one of the things that we have as a tool is the product samples now, but you've got to be careful sampling, because sampling can be a double-edged sword. What do I mean by that? Well, a lot of times people just say, you know, let me have a sample to get you to shut up.
And they're going to put it somewhere, and they're not going to taste it because life gets in the way. They get busy.
That's right.
It's nothing personal.
How can I prove this? I'll tell you why. One day I went to rent a car. I travel all over the United States. So I go to rent a car, and I'm in this rental car place, Enterprise, in New Jersey. And I said, the lady says to me, what are you doing here? And I go, I'm here on business. And she says, what's your business? I said, well, my business is weight loss coffee. She says, weight loss coffee? Wait a minute. Is it begin with a J? I go, yes. She goes, Java. I go, close. Javita. Yes, Javita. She says, hold on a minute. She walks over to her desk. She opens the drawer and she pulls out a sample. And she says, I have one here. And I said, how long has that been in your desk drawer? She goes, about 6 months. And I said, can I ask you a question? Because I hand out samples all the time. Why haven't you had it yet? Why didn't you drink it yet? She goes, well, honestly, I don't really know what to do with it. It was a stick of coffee. She didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, see, we just automatically want to give out samples, and they're really $1.50 a stick, and they're really $1 million bucks.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to just hand them out. In the beginning, we had, how many samples did we have in that box?
Stan gave us 800
samples
to do a test with.
And we tested it and we dished them out to our team. We had a bunch, and people just talked to people, gave out samples, gave out a business card with the samples, and nothing really happened from it. See, this is a relationship business. And what you really want to do, when people want to try it, don't give the sample if you don't have to. Make it a point to sit down with them. You can go to any coffee shop and get hot water for free. Get the flavor. They charge you, what, 49 cents
That's right.
to flavor your coffee. And you can actually sit at a coffee shop and share together, because you're going to want to show them it comes in an instant stick, and you're going to rip the top open, and you're going to want to teach them how to pour it in, because if you just hand them out, they don't know what to do. There's no value on it, really. And, life gets in the way. And I've had people put it in their desk drawer for 6 months.
Yep.
And then I kind of follow up and they say, oh my gosh, I'm going to try it. And they actually try it. They love it. And they become a customer. They become members. We've had all different stories, but don't just give them out.
Yeah, no, and Dawn's right. And what I love to do is sit down with people, have the hot and cold water ready to go, ask them how they'd like to flavor it at a Starbucks. I'll go do it at a Starbucks.
Yeah, anywhere.
And I'll have my laptop there, and we play the video while they're drinking the coffee. I push play, and I let that tool, which is a nice segue into that tool, which is our video. It's our opportunity.
And the video, I love it because it's mostly product based. It's going to give all the information on the herbs and all about what they are drinking. And that's really what the people want to know. I mean, I'd say 90% of the people want to know, what's in it. Does it work? Does it taste good? The other 10% just want to get in and just make a heck of a lot of money.
Yeah, that's right. Now, I'll tell you, it's a big miss if you're not giving these out as well. Every member gets 10 of these in their join pack.
Yes.
But I wouldn't just stop at 10. Guys, these are about $1 each when you order them the right way. Maybe a little bit more with shipping, but I would have 50 of these on hand.
I love that Stan makes no money on any of the tools. The brochures each month, 25 brochures you can add onto your auto ship for $5. It doesn't change the shipping cost of your coffee that comes every single month. And for $5 a month, you can hand out almost one a day, and it really makes a difference in your business. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's great. And for me, here's how I use this tool. I say, hey, guys, my favorite page is page 26. I do that at every party. If I do a party, I say, everybody take your magazines out. My favorite page is 26. That's the page that my family and I are on. And then I introduce my family to them in the magazine. Now, if you don't have the ability to do that, you might not be in the magazine right now, but okay, watch this. Hey, you want to see who I'm working directly with? Dr. Chi. And you open up to Dr. Chi's page. Or Tom Bowman, or Andrea Gephardt, or Carla Vargas, or whoever it is, guys. You open up directly to that page. I'm working directly with Claudia and Ricky Berry. Right here.
Right here.
They're in my market, and I work. Can you believe that? I even have a signed copy from them. I mean, you can edify anybody in this magazine that you're working with. Hey, I just had lunch with Dr. Chi the other day. Maybe you saw him at a convention. You walked by him while he was eating lunch. I had lunch with Dr. Chi. So you can use this tool very effectively to your advantage anytime you want.
And what I like to do with the magazine is, if I am speaking to somebody, I'm going to turn down a page. If it's somebody maybe in the corporate world with a really busy life, maybe they're a mom, working, traveling, they have kids, I'm going to go to Carla Vargas and I'm going to turn down that page. Then I'm also going to go to, if I know they're coffee drinkers and they want to lose weight, I'm going to turn down the page with Burn and Control Weight Loss Coffee. Because if I give them this whole magazine, They are busy. It's kind of overwhelming. But if I kind of direct them the 2 spots to look, it's going to kind of encourage them to want to browse a little bit more because it really is an incredible magazine.
It is. The last and biggest tool that I want to discuss with you all here today is the Java Party. That home party is one of the biggest tools that we have in our arsenal.
Yeah.
It's massive exposure, and it's the way that Dawn and I have been able to earn just under $2 million in such a short amount of time.
They're fun too.
They are fun.
So fun.
And we had the first one in the history of the company at our house right here in Sarasota, Florida, 4.5 years ago.
It's 4.5
Stan, the
years.
CEO of the company, showed up to be there because here's what happened. I told my mentor, Tom Bowman, that we're having a party. He's got to come back and present. He tells the CEO says, what do you mean, what party? Well, we're going to have some coffee. We're going to have some people come over. And guys, that night, 6 people joined us out of the 10 that were at the house. The next day, the other 4 signed up.
We had 100% sign up because it was a fun atmosphere. Yeah. People were drinking and sharing coffee. We had the music going. I remember at the end of the presentation, we turned the music up. And remember, Stan was like looking around because we have surround sound. He's like, "What are they doing?"
It was loud. People were high-fiving each other.
Yeah.
We're like, Tom was signing people up in the corner, you know, and I'm like, he's like, "Hey, we got a member over here started. Your front line's getting filled up. Who's next? We only have 2 more spots open."
And nobody wanted to miss out. Everybody wanted in. So that party, and don't let it scare you. In the beginning, I didn't want anybody really at my house. I'm a real private person. Before Javita,
I had to promise
to
mop the floors after the party.
He did. He bleached the floors and he helped me clean, and it was fun, and it's okay.
Yeah, it is, guys. So I hope that somebody got some information they can use. Share this. Feel free to share this video. Get your team members subscribed to this channel because this is everybody's information. I don't care if you're on our team, if you're not on our team, it doesn't matter to me.
For everybody.
I want everybody to benefit because when Javita wins, we all win. Click somewhere on this page to subscribe, guys. We love you all. God bless. Make it a great day. Or night, whatever it is.